Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video that's going to be my Sephora recommendations for the sale that is upcoming. I'm actually super excited to be sharing some things with you because I have tried more than usual things from Sephora during this year, probably because I've been in the US this year, but I just have a bunch of really good things I want to share with you. And if you were in the market to buy something during the sale, I would recommend any of these things, especially on a sale. Some of these things I will actually only recommend on a sale, and we'll get to that as well towards the end of the video. But these are just things that I really enjoy and I want to share them with you. And if you haven't been here before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I am such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related, especially things that are a little bit more on the colorful side. So that's why, I mean, Sephora isn't like really known for being super colorful when it comes to like eyeshadows and stuff. So most of these things are going to be complexion products because I've found some really good favorites this year. And if you want to see more of that, don't forget to subscribe because I try and upload at least 5 videos. Let's just try and get the details of the sale out of the way to begin with. This is the holiday savings event and it starts on the 28th of October and it ends on the 7th of November. And if you're a Rouge, you can do 20% off during this entire time. If you're VIB, you're getting 15% off from the 1st of November until the 7th. And if you're Insider, which basically just means if you sign up for their program, which is free, you will get 10% off, and that starts on the 3rd of November. There will also be 30% off Sephora collection during this entire time for everyone. I'm going to be recommending 3 Sephora collection products in this video, but I also have a full face of Sephora collection that I did, I think, earlier this spring, and I will leave a link to that down below in case you want to get some more suggestions of Sephora collection, because there are some really good products in that range, and if you want to have more suggestions, I will leave that video down below. I am currently on a somewhat low buy. My low buy isn't necessarily 100% about getting less stuff or saving money. I don't have like any super clear rules. I just know that I want to shop less, and it's most for my stress. So I'm just trying to not stress too much about this. I have a couple of things on my wish list, but I actually think I'm going to do a separate video just talking about that. Just a chill separate video talking about my wish list and what I'm going to buy during this sale, because I have a little bit of a strategy when it comes to this sale. But I thought I'd show you all the things that I have tried this year or really loved during this year that I would recommend during this sale. So yeah, I will put all the info down below in case you want to see it more, and also the code that you use at checkout is savings to get your money off. I will leave an affiliated link down below, and I will link all these things as well down below. If you shop the sale and you have a favorite influencer or someone that you want to help out, don't forget to shop through the link. Nothing really happens for you. It's just that Sephora has to give that influencer a kickback for recommending stuff to you. So if you want to support someone's channel through this sale, I would really recommend you to shop through someone's link. If you don't want to shop through mine, the one I'm leaving down below, you absolutely do not have to. But if you have someone in mind that you feel like you would like to support or whose recommendations you really enjoy, I would definitely suggest shopping through their link. Okay, let's start. Let's start actually with hair, because I haven't tried a bunch of hair products, but I've tried one that I would really like to recommend to you. And that is the Color Wow 1 Minute Transformation. I have pretty long hair right now, and I mean, it's even out of screen, but it's like a little bit not in the best shape ever, I would say. I don't have any extensions or anything in today, but my hair is pretty long, but sometimes it gets a little bit frizzy or a little bit tangled or just a little bit dry, and this is just such a good little, it smells very nice as well. So it smells like a salon product, which just makes your hair smell expensive, let's be honest. This is just such a nice, you put this on dry hair and it just takes down frizz, makes your hair feel soft and just looks more hydrated in 1 minute. And this also works really good on extensions because I've used this on extensions. It's just a really good product to quickly take your hair from frizzy, dry, or in the need of some loving care to something that just looks healthier, softer, and shinier. Now when it comes to skincare, there are 2 skincare things that I've tried this year that are available at Sephora that I would like to talk about, and both of them are from Glow Recipe. This is the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Bright Eyes Gel Cream, and this is a really nice pump bottle, and this is an eye cream. This is a typical size for an eye cream, and what I really like about this one is that it is a gel cream, so it really just feels very hydrating and cooling and lovely under the eyes during daytime. It just makes your eyes get a little extra bit of hydration, and it really wears nice under makeup for me. The second product that I really like, and can you see how much I've used? I don't know if you can you see that it's down here? I've used quite a lot of this one. I bought this one when I was in LA, so I haven't used that for this long. I use this once a week, and this is a Strawberry Smooth BHA and AHA Salicylic Serum. The sweet in me is really wanted to like tumble on all of these words. This is just a chemical peel that I use once a week under my night cream to just take off dead skin cells and to just make my skin feel smoother and just get rid of all like structure and stuff, or like not structure, texture, that is how you would say it in English. Really do enjoy this one. I feel like it's works really good but gives no irritation to my skin, and I have been enjoying it. This is a very like liquidy serum. I don't know if you can see that it's like a liquid. You can see it's like a liquidy gel-like serum, and it just goes on really nice. Both of these have a little bit of fragrance to them, nothing overbearing, but just letting you know there is like a scent to these. Next, I want to quickly talk about perfumes that I would highly recommend. Perfume is something that I think I'm gonna treat myself to a perfume during this sale. I'll talk about that in my recommendation. Let me see if I have the other one here as well. I have two scents that I really love from Replica by Maison Margiela. These are just lovely, and this one, this is the one where I'm thinking, should I get the full size of this one? Because this one is in Jazz Club. This is a scent. These Replica scents are made to replicate what they are named. So this one is Jazz Club, so it's made to be, I think it's cognac, cigar, like tobacco and just smoke. Just very woody, very warm, a perfect fall scent. If you like something that's warmer but a little bit different, 100% recommend this. It is absolutely amazing. And what's really good about the Replica scents is that you can get them in a smaller bottle as well, and I 100% recommend that. I got this one because I really loved it and I'm so excited about it, and this is When the Rain Stops. And this has the note of petrichor, which is just rain or water on like more dirt. It has a little bit of almost like wet grass or wet dirt, almost a little mineral-y. It's a very wonderful, it's just a very wonderful scent. It smells like a fresh summer's day that got a little rain and then the sun came out again. If you know the smell of rain on like dirt, asphalt, and grass, this is that, but in a perfume, and it is absolutely lovely. It also comes in a smaller one. This is the one that I bought recently. There are two perfumes here that I bought recently that I truly love. This is the Ellis Brooklyn Après, and this is woody, but also a little spicy, but has juniper berries in the top, and it is just a very wonderful and different and like almost earthy, herbally, like spicy scent. First when I smelled this, I was like, because I got a sample and I was like, no, absolutely not. But then I fell in love and I bought this one. Again, it comes in a small one, so I would definitely recommend the small one. And this is the one, this what got recommended to me from Samantha March, and this is the Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. It is absolutely amazing and absolutely overpriced. Is it overpriced? I don't know that, but it's so expensive. It's like $70 for this mini, because I mean, this one is, you can see this is how much I've dared to use this because it's so expensive. It's just in a nice packaging, let's be honest. It is very expensive. Also, this is also one of the ones where I'm like, should I buy the big size? But I think instead I'm gonna use this one up, and maybe during the next Sephora sale I'll buy the big one. This is tobacco but sweet with vanilla, and it's one of those amazing unisex scents that just works on anyone. I would say that all of these scents that I've mentioned here today are all unisex in their own way. So if you're more into those kind of scents, these could be for you. But I truly love this one, and my husband loves this one, and this is my new going to dinner, doing something special, going on a date. That's this perfume right now. Okay, that was me describing those things very intricate. Let me more quickly go through the next things that I want to talk about. I want to mention the Sephora Best Skin Ever. If you wanted to get an affordable foundation, and now you can get it 30% off, this is an amazing foundation. It is medium coverage, skin-like, absolutely wonderful. I have the shade 25N. I will put all the things that I am talking about in the description box, and I will also put the shade that I have in case you're wondering. The next two foundations are the best two foundations that I have tried this year, and it is the Makeup Forever HD, which is the foundation that I have on today, and the Hourglass Ambient Foundation. Both of these are a medium to full coverage, like medium buildable. They have a very skin-like finish, and they hold up amazingly, and they don't break up on me. I have normal skin that gets a little oily around the nose if it's very warm and humid outside. This is the one that I'm wearing today. I did film this look, and I did use all the product, like not all, but I used these favorite products here. It's gonna be a chatty get ready with me that's coming in a bit in case you want to see these things in action, but I did use the products that we're talking about today. This one I think is my favorite because this has a slightly more like a natural matte finish, like matte but not flat. The Ambient Foundation is a little bit more skin-like but with a slight glow. Both of these are amazing though. Like, I cannot recommend them enough. If you want something that's skin-like with a nice coverage that is light and wonderful on the skin but still holds up, any of these will do. This one is slightly more glowy than this one. Oh, I forgot to talk about primer. I'm actually wearing this today as well. Can you see how much I've used of this? This is the Professional by Benefit. This is the light one. It has to be the light. Check the description box to make sure you're getting the right one. This goes on like water, like a water. If you've ever tried the consistency of a Tatcha water cream, that's how this one is on the skin. It is slightly blurring and it is hydrating, and it just looks and feels wonderful on the skin. And I've been talking about this all year, and you can see that I've like used a lot of this one. I will say, if you're an insider at Sephora, Benefit is one of those products that you can find with a better discount somewhere else. A lot of these products are that if you're an insider. Most of these products are only worth it if you're getting 20% off. I'm gonna tell you right now, I do have a code with Benefit that gives you 15% off the entire year, so maybe you don't have to run out and buy this one at the 10% discount. If you really wanted to try Benefit, I will leave that code down below as well, because that could also be a nice way to try some Benefit. Let me talk about the other Benefit product, and this one I have been using this last, I want to say 3 weeks. I'm having it in my brows today, and this is the Pomade. Am I saying that correctly now? I'm trying to learn. This is what the ABH Dip Brow should have been. This is easy to pick up, and it has, you can see these little ridges here where you can like just get off the axis of your brush, and it's easier to work into your brows, and it is not fully opaque. So that you can, it doesn't go on like an Insta brow. You're not getting the block brows if you just wipe off your brush a bit, because it is like a semi-opaque one. It is such an easy product to work with, and I love the color of it. And honestly, since I started using this a couple of weeks ago, I have not used anything else, and I am so impressed by this product. Speaking of brow products, I have to mention the Patrick Ta. This is the Brow Lamination Gel. This is amazing. I don't know if this is in stock. It keeps getting out of stock all the time. It is what I have in my brows today. It is honestly the best brow gel I've ever tried. And if you can get it on a discount, definitely go for it. I mean, honestly, I have a backup of this one. Had I not had a backup of this one, I would have bought a backup, because there is no other brow gel I want to use but this one. Let's talk about concealers, because at first the only concealer that I wanted to mention was the new Huda Beauty concealer. This is the one that's called Faux Filter Concealer. I have mine in Sugar Biscuit, which is pretty much my skin tone, and I really kind of like not being super highlighted. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. This is a really nice concealer. Less is more. It has a good coverage, but it doesn't look cakey on your eyes. It's not drying, but it's also not that super fatty, creamy, will definitely crease on you. If you use a little and set this with powder, it is gonna look good all day. It is what I have on my under eyes today. Absolutely love it. This is the best concealer I've tried this year. But then I actually got to try this one as well, and I gotta say, you can see the difference in colors. This is the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. I kind of want to use these together and see what kind of color I get, because I obviously got this one in a too light of a color. This is the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. I've just been trying this for the last 1.5 weeks, but I have been using it quite a lot of times, and I will say this is a beautiful concealer. It's a little bit thicker in consistency than this one, but also it's that same like full coverage but not too cakey, and it just looks really good, and it sets down beautifully, and you only need a little bit of powder, and I have not had any problems with creasing with this one. So I will say I'm very impressed with both of those. I cannot do one of these without mentioning the Rare Beauty bronzer stick. It is just so great. I love it so much. I think these are amazing. I have it in 2 colors. I think that says everything. Definitely recommend. But also, since the last sale, I have tried this one, which is the one that I have on my face today. This is my bronzer of choice today, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Sin. Beautiful Sin. That would be a good name for a makeup product. Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. I have mine in medium, which I think is slightly too dark for me, if I'm gonna be honest. With her powder highlighters, I would go up a shade, and with her cream bronzers, I would go down a shade. Does this up and down, does this make sense? But like, if you're a light medium, get the light and the cream. If you're a light medium, get the medium and the powder. See, now I'm saying in a way that actually makes sense, you know? Speak like a human being. Beautiful product, absolutely really adore this one. Have been using it quite a lot, and I would definitely recommend it, especially if you can get some money off. Again, I will say Charlotte Tilbury does have some sale on her own site, so if you're only getting 10% off, I would say maybe wait and see if you can get it on her site for more later on. Let's talk about blushes, and the blushes that I really want to recommend are the Benefit ones. These truly are a great release. They come in a slimmer box than they have before. They came out with a bunch of new shades. These are the 3 shades that I've been using the most. It is Willa, which is this like neutral mauve. All of these are shimmers, by the way. And then it is Terra. They do have matte ones. It is the one I'm wearing today. It is this like almost like clay reddish brown, and Butterfly, which is my favorite. It is a shimmery orange. Look at that. So beautiful. These blushes are extremely good quality. They really nailed this formula, and especially the shimmer formula, for it to be this just the right amount of pigmentation, just the right amount of shimmer. It truly is a beautiful blush, and if you haven't tried the Benefit blushes and you were in the market for a blush, I highly recommend them. Then we have a highlighter, and again we're getting into Sephora brand. This is the highlighter that I have on today. This is the Sephora Golden Hour Highlighter Duo, and if you want to see this in action, it's going to be in the video that I'm like filmed this look, and also in the video that I'm linking down below, a full face of Sephora collection. This is a beautiful highlighter, and 30% off. Absolutely. And also Haus Labs launched this year, and I really would like to say that I thought the highlighters were beautiful, and if you can get these on a little bit of a discount, I truly do recommend it. This is the Fire Opal. Look at that. I use this as a blush. This is a glowy golden corally orange blush on me. So pretty. And I also really love the highlighter version, which is the Golden Pyrite. I'm sure this is a highlighter on some skin tones as well, of course, but not on my skin tone. This one is a beautiful neutral, like darker champagne on me. This is a really nice highlighter. It doesn't darken up my skin, but it also isn't looking icy on me. So this is the Golden Pyrite one. There is a bunch of shades, and I really like this formula. I think it's a beautiful formula. It's a baked gelée. The packaging is stunning. Like, this packaging is just so luxurious and so nice. I also like the bronzer, but not as much as these other bronzers. And I like the eye pens as well, but I'm gonna recommend a more affordable version in just a bit. And I really did like, let's get into that. I really did like, and this is probably my favorite product from the line, which is the Le Monster lip crayons. I bought this one, which is the peach one, I think. It is called Peach Matte. I bought this one, and I loved it so much that I bought another one. So these are a beautiful comfort matte. This is Current Matte. A comfort matte like lip crayon that looks like a matte but not flat on the lips. It goes on beautifully, thin, comfortable. I just cannot rave enough about this formula. I honestly would like to see more in this. I know my friend got this one because they have one shimmer. It's a pink shimmer, and she didn't love that one, so I would recommend the matte ones, but those are beautiful. This is my favorite product from the Haus Labs line. Absolutely stunning, and I did not think that I was going to be in love with this one, but the amount of times that I have worn these lip products, it's a lot. Before we get into more lip products, let me actually mention this one as well. This is the Natasha Denona My Dream Cheek Trio. Who thought that I was gonna be this in love with like a mauve champagne cheek trio? Not me, let me tell you that. But oh boy, I really love this one. I used this one so many days in a row that I had to like put this away because I was like, no, bitch, you have other things to review as well. But it is stunning. I really like this one. It's a cream highlighter, and then like you can layer this like powder highlighter on top, and then you have a cream to powder blush that really works good with the brush as well. And I like using this one with the brush. I just think that this is a beautiful trio. I love this packaging. It's like a soft touch with these shiny details. I think it's stunning, and I really hope that we get to see more trios like this in the future. Again, an orange one, please and thank you. And the other things that I was truly obsessed with in this collection are the lip products. The lip liner is good, but I would say that like it's easy to replace that. But the lipstick, the new one, because apparently she changed the formula and I was not aware. This is a shinier formula, and this is beautiful on the lip. It's like a glossy lipstick, but not like as glossy as this. It's like a more glossier version of a satin, and this is in the color Natasha. I truly love this one, and also the gloss. So this is the My Dream gloss. Yeah, My Dream lip gloss, and it is a neutral mauve like pink, but it's not pink. You can see it's like just a mauve beige, and it has just a slight bit of shimmer to it, and it just looks incredible on the lips. And the amount of times that I have used these two since I reviewed this collection, I'm almost shocked myself, because I think that these are great. And from the Dream collection, I think that these are the ones that I would recommend the most, because these are the ones that I've used the most, and I love them. I really hope that we get to see like a different take on these things. I want more lipsticks in this formula, and I want more glosses and like cheek trios. I'm just hoping that we get to see another take on them in 2023, maybe oranges or brick colors or like warm browns. I just really was impressed with those releases. I thought the palette was going to be the standout, and the palette is nice, but these are just amazing. Oh, I had a highlighter here amongst the lip products. This is one of my favorite products of this year. I cannot recommend this one enough. If you have not tried this one, and if you are in the market for a highlighter, this is the one. This is the Maracuja Juicy Glow. I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I'm aware. This is from Tarte, and this looks like a lipstick. Oh my god, can you see how well used this is? It looks disgusting. Ew, why am I showing people this? But oh, I love this one. I have mine in Champagne Glow. This is such a beautiful product. You can paint it on like this and buff it in with your finger. It's such an easy product to use. It's one of those when you click them up. I cannot tell you how beautiful and flattering this is on the skin. You can use a little, you can layer another highlighter on top. It's not glittery, it is just so beautiful. I've not tried a lot of Tarte, but this is wonderful. This is really beautiful. Now I'm going to talk about one more Tarte product in a bit. Another formula that I tried this year for the first time and that I truly recommend is the Give Beauty matte lipsticks. I have not tried the satin lipsticks, but I've heard they're really good. But I will say the matte lipsticks are just so pretty. I even have it in 3 shades. This one is in Lovable Me, and then I have the Tragic Me, which is like, you can see the Lovable Me. This one is Lovable Me. It's just a little bit more brownie, and the Tragic Me is a little bit more peach. And then I have the Original. I think it's called Original Recipe, which is the red. Beautiful formula, and if you don't like matte lipsticks, you're not gonna love this. They are not drying though. I think that these are probably the best matte lipsticks I've ever tried in my life. But if you do not like a matte lip, I would say skip these. Skip these if you don't like a matte lip, because they are matte, but they are that kind of matte that I think looks, it almost blurs your lips. It makes your lips look smoother. Almost made my lips look younger, because like they filled out the ridges but still just looked smooth and beautiful and wore wonderfully, and I didn't feel like they were drying. But if you hate matte lipsticks, I don't think that these are gonna like bring you over to the dark side. But if you like a matte like lip product, definitely recommend these matte lipsticks from the Gwen Stefani Give line. They are so nice. Last lipstick I want to recommend is one from Tarte, and this is the Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump. I have mine in Peachy Beige. It is one I have on my lips today. It smells a little bit like coconut. And it is a cooling plumping lip, which is something that I really love. If you want something that's slightly cooling and just looks really glossy and beautiful on the lips, this is also one of those click pens. It is basically a very similar packaging to the highlighter, but there is a gloss stick in here. I like these that are the lip plump the most. Those are the ones that are my favorites, and I can even see myself get another color in the future. I don't need one right now, but I could see myself getting something like that in the future. Truly recommend these. They went viral for a reason. They're absolutely lovely, and if you can get it with a little bit of discount, highly recommend. I also really love the lip liners by ABH. These are the lip liners that I probably have been using the most during this year. I have mine in Hazelnut, which I think is like a lighter beige. It's this one, yeah. It's like a lighter beige. I've been using this so much this year. And then I have it in, I think it's dark deep taupe, which is the one that I have around my lips today. It is just a slightly darker, a little bit of a rosy beige, just a little bit more rosy and a little darker than the hazelnut one, and that's the one I have today. This is just a really nice sharpenable lip pencil that you can be very precise with. It stays all day, and it really keeps your glosses and more, you know, emollient or sticky products on your lips and not floating all over your face, which is something that you need at you're 38. You didn't think you were gonna need that when you're 19, but here we are. Okay, so I totally forgot to mention that last product from Sephora collection. This is their gel eyeliner. I tried this in that last video that I mentioned at the last Sephora sale. Again, I will link the video down below. I have mine in this like lime color, and honestly, this is such a great eyeliner formula. This is better than some high-end formulas that I have. I 1,000,000% recommend it. I mean, you can even see that this is a popular formula because on this picture you can see several colors are out of stock, but I have the matte lime one. I think it's called matte lime, but you can see the matte lime one. I have not tried the shimmery formula or anything like that, so I can only recommend the matte formula, but it is just so good, and with 30% off, 1,000,000% recommend this eyeliner. Last, I want to talk about a couple of eyeshadow products, and here's the thing. Overall, I will always recommend indie shadows over mainstream brands. I just will, and I am telling you right now, Black Friday is coming. All indie brands are gonna have a sale on Black Friday. It just is what it is. I can tell you right now. Sometimes you ask me, is this brand gonna have? Yes to all of them. I would be surprised if there was an indie brand that did not jump on a Black Friday sale. So if there were an eyeshadow palette that you've been eyeing, I kind of would recommend you to go that route over the Sephora route. But with that being said, I wanted to talk about a couple of products from Sephora that I would recommend with a discount. This one I actually would recommend even without a discount because I've gotten a lot of use out of this one. And this is also from Tarte, and this is the Tartelette Jewel. I actually have a video using, I have two videos using this nude eyeshadow palette on my channel, and I brought this on my 10-day road trip with my husband. This is a beautiful mini palette. It has 3 different formulas in here. It's like more of a shimmery, not a satin, but like more of a traditional shimmer, 2 metallics and 3 mattes. These work beautifully together. This is a wonderful formula, and I really hope to see more mini palettes like this in the future with maybe just a little bit more of an unexpected. Imagine them doing this formula with olives and a mustard. Tarte, hire me. I'm not even kidding. That would be amazing. Truly recommend this one. If you're looking for a small neutral palette, this one I recommend even without a sale. Now we're getting into 2 palettes that I honestly, if you cannot get these on a discount, just get something from an indie brand. I'm just telling you right now. But if you had been eyeing these mini palettes from Mel Cosmetics, I do have a video on these. I will try and remember to leave the video actually where you can see like the swatches of these mini palettes. This is the Earth one. There are 4 different palettes, and I only really recommend the Earth and the Air one. This one is a beautiful one, but only on a discount. Only on a discount would I recommend this one. And same with Air. It's nice, but on a discount, okay? Really nice. If you had been eyeing any of these 2, they're really good quality. The other ones are good quality too, but they're very, they're redundant. If you own any eyeshadow palettes, I don't think you need those. These are really nice palettes with a discount. Repeat with me. With a discount. This palette I also truly recommend. This is the one that I'm actually wearing today. You will see this look in a bit. I'm actually only wearing 2 eyeshadows while I'm wearing a little bit in the corner highlight. But this is the Nouveau palette by ABH. I have 4 eye looks with this one on my channel, which is very, again, unusual for a neutral palette. This is extremely good quality. If you were looking for a neutral palette with a twist, or a neutral palette that's taking you in a little bit of a different direction, I would definitely recommend this one. And I recommend this one over the new Rose Metals palette, because I feel like this one is, they're the same quality, but I feel like this one is bringing something new to the table. This is really good quality. This is really beautiful. I have enjoyed this one, but I would only recommend this one if you were looking for a new neutral palette. If you were not looking for a new neutral palette, I don't think you need this one. And I will be honest, if you were looking for a new neutral palette, check out also the new Blend Bunny palette, the one that's called All Made Up, All Done Up, I think. I do a video about that as well. I'm sure that Blend Bunny is gonna have some kind of a discount during Black Friday, because I think that all brands will. So keep that in mind when you're shopping the sale. If there's a brand that you think that you might score a better deal during Black Friday and is something that you would want, definitely save your money. Some of these things I do think it's better to get them at Sephora, because you can return them if you don't like them, and you can build up points, and points actually are a little bit more worth something right now at Sephora. I mean, you can save up for that gift card. I actually got one of those. So some things I do prefer getting at Sephora, but if when it comes to eyeshadows, you know what I'm gonna say. My heart is with indie brands. And yeah, I hope this video was somewhat helpful for you. Don't forget to check the description box for more info. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!